Hey, good morning, good evening, good whatever time you're watching this video at. Welcome to speedrun number 2 here at Pipedream. I'm excited to share this brand new integration that just came out this week. It's called FraudLabs Pro, and they specialize in providing anti-fraud verification services for e-commerce. Most of the people out there are good. As you know, they will use their own credit card, but that small, little tiny minority will go out there and they'll use a stolen credit card, and these tools help reduce that risk if you're a shop owner. So I'm going to show you how to integrate FraudLabs Pro with WooCommerce with no code at all. Let's go ahead and get started. First things first, we need to create a brand new workflow. So here we are in Pipedream with a new workflow, and we're going to select the HTTP webhook trigger. We do not have a WooCommerce trigger yet, but I think one day we will. Here we can accept a webhook from WooCommerce. Any request going to this URL will trigger this workflow. So just note this URL for now. All right, here is the WordPress dashboard. We're going to go into WooCommerce and we're going to go to settings. And then in advanced, there's a special subnav tab called webhooks. And here's where we can define our webhooks that will go to Pipedream. So we'll call this one FraudLabs Pro SMS verification, something descriptive. And then we'll make sure it's active, and it should only fire a webhook whenever a order is created. That's what we care about, is when somebody makes an order, we want to send that code. And the delivery URL is, you guessed it, the webhook URL in the Pipedream trigger. So we're going to paste that in here. And the secret is a way to make sure that the communication, like someone's not spoofing this request to your workflow. That's more of an advanced topic, and I'll talk about that later. But for now, we can just put in that and save it. Back in our store, we can go ahead and create a sample order. I'm going to add to cart, view the cart, and proceed to checkout. My information is already pre-populated with my phone number, and we can go ahead and place the order. Back at the Pipedream workflow, we can see that a couple events have come in. The first one you can ignore. It's just a placeholder data when the webhook was first created. The second one here is the more important one. It actually includes all of the order data that we can use to build our workflow off of. So the next step is to create an action that will send out this SMS one-time password. And I'm going to go ahead and send SMS verification from FraudLabs Pro. And we just need to connect our account. So back in FraudLabs Pro, we need to find our API key for the SMS verification. You can go to add-on this SMS verification API and then grab the API key. We'll go back here and we'll paste it into the API key field, save that. Now we have FraudLabs Pro connected to our Pipedream workflow, and we can select the telephone number where the message should be sent to. And luckily, within our webhook data from WooCommerce, we should be able to see the billing. Yep, here's the billing information. And we can select the phone number path. So one little gotcha about FraudLabs Pro API, you got to make sure that you include the +1 area code, the international area code. So here we can do a +1, which will be a literal +1. Let's leave them a message. Let's say, hi, person's first name. Where is the first name? It should be under billing. Billing, first name. Here is your one-time password code to verify your order. And then according to their docs, you need to include this little special symbol in order to include the one-time password in the SMS message. And we can send a test, and hopefully it sends a SMS to my phone. Voila, you can't see it, but it's on my phone, trust me. And that's it. So we just integrated WooCommerce with FraudLabs Pro, and now every single time an order is made, you can have a one-time password delivered to your customers right to their phones. I really hope you enjoyed speedrun number 2. We're taking requests for tutorials, so if there's something you'd like to see built with Pipedream, just ask in the comments. Go to our Slack, check out our discourse, pipedream.com/community. Happy to help. Have a great day.